Mr. Guru, could I impose just a moment?
Well now, Fabian, my man, I can see the ghosts in your trail. Don't pay them no mind.
Well, there's detecting to do.
It's a long road to the sleep of the just.
Benny wanted the prince to know what was up, so I'd have to face the man himself. Verona remembered the Macon bar, and I was sure they would remember her. Beer was cheap at the Hole in the Wall, and mortals did appreciate that. I figured it was worth checking there.
Slow night. I'm so...
Okay, good money for lingerie. Let's see it.
Johnny's having a cold one, maybe. Needed a few dark corners. Younger kindred did like spaces to brood. I read somewhere that darts used to be weapons of war. Seemed the patrons here were on the losing side. Bloop, plop. Never did get it. I did once win $100 from a one-armed bandit, but he died soon after. I used to like these things back in the day. Nowadays, it's press a button, put your hands over your ears. Someone had a good night, unless they were playing hearts. The piano was more out of tune than Herbert Hoover, and probably is old.
Can you spare a moment for a few questions? SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight. Not like last night. Man, that was a mess.
What happened last night? Anything that stands out?
There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. Boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. That's useful.
Get what you need, I have people to serve here.
I want to check out the pool table. You know, for evidence.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Good view of where Verona was sitting from here. So, tell me, Pockets, you see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, Detective.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, Detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Ah, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
Your perfume, the spilled beer. It's familiar, right?
Why, who I drink with is nobody's business but mine, Detective. But it is particularly crafty, with a malty bouquet.
I've got it. This is the same stale ale I got from the letter. The guy who stood here was our mailman. That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but...
Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, Detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of
steel and plastic and the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. But which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Weston reconstruction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging.
I'd say don't get into any fistfights, Detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
I headed down to the old Western Recorp headquarters, a site plagued by construction woes and unsavory types. Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so I figured I'd best follow her trail. Verona remembered the Macon bar, and I was sure they would remember her. Verona said she...
Miracle, I don't freeze. Some real creeps walking around tonight.
Cops think they own the place.
The spirit of goodwill and charity, as evidenced by the richest of Seattle. Everything looks festive, but all just for show. The great and the good of old Seattle. A catalog of those caught in Mistress Lou's net before she took early retirement. The glacier clearly hadn't updated its decor since the 70s. In the glacier, I've heard it said that people drowned themselves in champagne. Interesting way to die, I suppose. A little tingle as you choked. Decking the halls, Still a couple of weeks to Christmas. Lou always liked a big party back in the day.
Do you have business at our establishment, sir?
Seattle PD. And yes, I do have business. I'm trying to trace someone's movements.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can expedite your egress, the better for all.
I don't know much about birds of prey, but there was a young lady here last night with her friends. Name of Verona.
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some time. She and her party were ejected in the small hours for extreme intoxication. The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment, neither were her gestures nor her choice of urination receptacle. I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her movements.
Anything strike you as fishy last night?
No more than usual, sir. We are often afflicted with inebriates.
I'm sorry to hear that. They tell me you can get a cream for it. Did you hear what they were talking about?
It is not my place to eavesdrop on our clientele, sir. That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona cannot, in fact, sing.
Ouch. Well, at least she was in a good mood. I better be going. I need to feed the egress.
May you find joy in it, sir.
Be released from your daily toil. Accept the coming peace.
Shelby, have you a moment before the rapture comes?
The world thrills as ecstasy reaches out for us both. Can you not feel it, Fabian?
Could you spare a drink before the end of the world?
Oh, yes, Fabian. Bliss is coming. Embrace me.
Exquisite, and if I might say, nourishing. I have work to do before the end. Don't go anywhere.
Keep your eyes towards rapture, dearest detective. The stars align. The future comes. We will be uplifted. We will be blessed.
Verona remembered the Macom bar, and I was sure they would remember her.
From darkness and despair will come transfiguration. All is well. All is well.
Miracle, if I don't...
Good evening to you, Patrick. How's my favorite portal security operative?
Uh-oh. Something up? Need to see the boss?
No. I reckon you're the right man for the moment. I need your memory. In particular, the memory of a woman named Verona. Name ring a bell?
You usually make it tougher. That one's easy. She owes me for dry cleaning. Tried to talk her way in, but she couldn't form a sentence, so I told her no. Then she puked on me. Nice girl.
So she never even made it through the door?
Seriously? She vomited on my second best pair of pants. That's all I remember. And it's not a fragrant memory. You need anything else, or can I get back to the job I enjoy so much?
No. You have your duties to attend to, and your laundry.
Huh. Something else?
No, thank you, Mr. Fragrant. I'll catch you later.
I headed down to the old Western Corp headquarters, a site plagued by construction woes and unsavory types.
Miracle, if I don't... Crazy. Some change? Anyone? Next time, I'll have the courage to tell her how I really feel.
There was that same scent of concrete Pockets had talked about. Nope, had nothing to say. I didn't see the point in confusing things. I didn't see the need. I thought about it, but it seemed like a really bad move. not the best. Yeah, I wasn't going to do that. The place reeked, and it reeked of ghoul. A ghoul who didn't have access to a shower. So our stalker had a picture of Verona. Maybe that'd get Silky to open up. I headed down to the old Western Corp headquarters, a site plagued by construction woes and unsavory types. I didn't think, oh, that would have just...
People like me are not supposed to fool around with gadgetry like you, but, let's say we get to know each other a little. Just in the interest of detecting, of course.
I am rugged of manufacture, but have had a tough life, detective. Be gentle with me.
I see you're low on juice. I'll be careful. Any text messages? That's what they're called, right? Or is it SMSs?
Once you have fumbled your way through the menus, there is one smez that has failed to send. It says pizza.
Pizza?
No, very definitely pizza. It is always possible that my owner is slightly less tech savvy than you.
He does eat, though, so that tells us he's unlikely to be kindred. Anyone left a voicemail?
Since you ask, yes. There is one young lady offering a good time.
What sort of good time? I've always been partial to 3 minutes past 12. If midnight's been and gone, drama is just not gonna happen.
Haha, leaving that aside, detective, there is one other message. I think you should listen to it.
Go ahead.
Open the package. You will see a photograph and a letter. Find the girl in the photograph. Make sure she receives the letter. She must not see you. Do you understand me, David? She must not see you. Now delete this message.
Guess David is a rebel.
Detective, I feel...
Aw, wanna play Snake?
Oh, hold me, detective.
Oh, dead. Oh, well. Nice work, little buddy. Maybe I should bury you somewhere.
Guess someone was using gas to keep the lights on. I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home.
I need to find a better spot.
Is that the light of hope in your eyes, Detective? You got something for me, right?
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul. And said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble. The girl here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you?
Well now, that is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
A pawn ticket. I figured I should follow that lead to a pawn shop. Bracing Verona about it directly was less likely to get results. I had a question to ask Nico about Verona and her newfound wealth.
Hope that pawn shop thing works out for you.
And I hope it works out for fair Verona.
Hey there, Guru. How's it
The sirens.
I'd like a...
Bliss as always, old friend.
I have a case to crack. Thank you, my friend.
You can heal the...
I need to find a better spot. Slow night. I'm so bored.
I mourn the old clackety-clack. Computers are all very well. But since they were invented, there's been a lot more profanity in the world. I never ate fish in Seattle, even when I was alive. It was something in the way those cold, dead eyes stared right into you. Soulful. This little guy reminded me that I'd met a lot of suckers in my time. always wanted to be that guy. You know, the one who wore a wire and brought down the criminal mastermind. I remember when these were all the rage. Then when they were junk. Then when they were all the rage again. Mortals are fickle. And I think Sophia and I gave up on crosswords back in the early 40s. Too predictable. Not enough spark. They said a cat may look at a king, but when it came to princes, I wouldn't advise it. You could go through 9 lives in surprisingly quick order. Nico helped me find knickknacks for my office. Knickknacks with history.
Friend Fabian, what brings you to my door? I've had nothing coming to your taste. Just rings of old marriages, necklaces of old mistresses, junk, you know how it is. Discarded memories.
How's business?
The festive season approaches. At this time I receive old gifts so my clients can buy new ones. Renting a moment of happiness. This year, more deposits than purchases. An air of desperation.
I'm looking for a memory. Came in last night?
Everyone here trades memories for dollars. You know that. What was it? Or who?
It netted her enough to have a night out. Paid her bar tab. Here, I have a ticket. You know this one?
Ah, yes. That one. She was burdened on the way in and floated her way out.
Here.
Ah, that's right. A locket. One moment.
Progress. I don't know what prompted Miss Verona to sell, but this might give me answers.
Miss Verona? That was not the name she gave me. Ravenna, if I have it right.
Huh. Now, what is she playing at?
I hope in some way the item brings you joy. Even if it's the joy of detection, huh?
Did she say why she pawned the locket?
Oh, you learn not to ask such things. There is usually sadness or anger down those roads, and to be honest, I did not want to share in hers.
I'll see you later, Nico.
Enjoy your detecting, detective.
I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out.
What I'd give for bed. Should have never left LA. Snow's gonna ruin my shoes. found something, right?
I'm looking into avenues, Miss Verona. Avenues and alleyways. Well, they remember you at the Glacier Hotel.
I think they watered down their drinks.
Well, that may be, but like I said, they remember you. And because they remember you, they won't be letting you back in. I'd avoid the place for a while, maybe change your makeup, your name, or move to a new city. Gossip is a terrible thing. Oh, you certainly made an impression at the Macomb bar.
Oh my God, we got in? I'm sure it was amazing.
You could say that. You threw up on the bouncer. You're blacklisted.
Damn it.
You made it to the hole in the wall.
We did? Oh, guess we did.
Playing pool. They tell me a shady character was observing you from the sidelines.
Oh, yeah. Real sour face, that one. I told him where to stick it.
I imagine that you did. The Dutchman didn't strike me as your kind of place, but I was wrong. You were definitely imbibing there, loudly and copiously.
Wow, we made it to the Dutchman? I must have been out of it. We never go there. Way too sketchy for me and the girls. All that leather and denim, you know?
Much to my shame, I do know. I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop, sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
Does the name Ravenna mean anything to you?
What? No, it doesn't. Not anymore. And I'll thank you to keep your suspicions to yourself.
It's my job to have suspicions, and you asked for my help.
It doesn't matter. Just keep your nose out of it. I don't need your help. Not anymore.
Something told me she wasn't going to be so talkative, which was a blessing, but meant I'd hit dead end on the case. Wasn't gonna speak to me.
Forget.
Nope, had nothing to say.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. I found this locket of yours at a...
Oh,
You may as well come clean. What have you been up to?
nothing. And that's not my locket. That's the truth. Keep your suspicions to yourself.
It's my job to have
It doesn't matter.
Something told me I didn't see the need. I thought about it, but it seemed like wasn't gonna speak to me.
I've got nothing to say to you, Detective.
This wasn't good. I'd gotten off on the wrong foot. This needed a fresh start. Not the best conversation. I didn't think, oh, that would have just brought me trouble.
Apologies.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time. I found this
Oh, that's not mine.
I'm trying to catch a killer here. Bear it in mind and throw me a bone.
So do you think the threat is real?
I have no doubt. This killer is real and could strike at any moment. Granted, it's a mite less likely here in PDHQ, though it is still a possibility. But hey, we won't charge you rent.
If it's real, well, I guess I need to tell you. The locket isn't mine. It belongs to my sister. My ex-sister, Ravenna. Check the photo inside. That's me and her. She, used to be my twinnie. but she's dead to me. You gotta understand that.
She passed away.
Oh no, we just don't get on. She's gone kind of weird. How's the locket fit in? Does that mean she's in danger?
Everything is connected, miss. It's simply a matter of degree. Try asking Mr. Bacon sometime. If you don't know him, someone will. So, where can I find this twinny, this Ravenna?
Heck, I don't know. We haven't talked in half a year. Last I heard, she was working at Atrium. That's why I never go there.
I see. Maybe your messenger didn't have a name for his intended recipient. Only a photograph, and a poor one at that. This'll get complicated. A visit to the atrium and its mistress takes my comfort thoroughly out of its zone. I'm told she doesn't like the cut of my jib. Between you and me, I don't even own a jib. But as for your situation, I believe you've simply been the victim of a failure in postal delivery, Miss Verona, as so often happens. The case is solved. Your sister is the one in peril. Hopefully I can make it to the atrium before it's too late. As soon as I heard Verona's sister worked at the atrium, I knew I was in for trouble. Benny wanted the prince to know what was up, so I'd have to face the man himself.
So, can I leave?
Once I ensure Ravenna is safe, yes. To the atrium with all speed. Hey, old buddy. Taking a break? Thanks. I got things to do. Good luck.
I never did like this place. Felt like a tomb, and not in a nostalgic memories and flowers way. More in a morgue slab kind of way.
What is it this time? Ah, Fabian. Well?
We never really get the chance to talk.
You're right. We don't. Now, was there anything else?
I need to see the chief right away.
He's out. What do you need?
Then he said to speak directly to the prince.
And telling me is just as good as telling him, so speak your piece or get out of my office.
Tell him Santiago is in town.
Santiago. And will the prince know who that is?
Just tell him someone came into the precinct with a sword of St. James. Twice in a week. The hunter is back in town. We need every eye peeled like an orange.
Santiago, pair of St. James's swords, keep our eyes peeled. That cover it?
Don't ignore this, Miss Choi. Santiago killed many of our kind. People close to me. Close to us all.
I'll pass it along. If he thinks it's important, he knows where to find you.
Well, thank you kindly then. I'll be off.
I see. What is wrong with you?
As soon as I heard Verona's sister worked at the atrium, I knew I was in for trouble.
Marigold, my delight. Are you free?
Detective, well, my stars were right. It's been too long.
If I could sup from your bounty?
Of course, you're always my favorite.
I tip my hat to you, you delightful morsel. Let us part then, you and I. I got places to be.
Don't be a stranger, darling.
Slow night. I'm so bored.
Hey, I need to get in here. Official business?
Private party. No exceptions. If you're not on the list, my hands are tied.
Tell Miss Moore it's me.
No.
You sound like a guy who got decaf instead of a double shot.
As soon as I heard Verona's sister were... Nope, I had nothing to say.
Lovely to see you again, sir. Long session today.
Same old, same old. These things are always a grind.
So I hear, sir. But it's important work. I'd like you to know that I appreciate it, and you can always rely on my support.
And I appreciate you too. You are just a fantastic security operative. Thank you.
You're welcome. But, small things, sir. I've just realized that you definitely are not on our list. Apologies.
Oh, that's a shame.
As soon as I heard Verona's sister worked at the atrium, I knew I was in for trouble.